What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. I don't know. I'm feeling much more inward in this new year / eclipse season / all the other things. You all should know that I've been really getting into astrology, so it's highly likely that I'm going to be on this joint talking about a whole bunch of astrology and tarot stuff in the new year, because it feels very, very resonant for me lately. And it's also probably likely that I'm really thinking about, actually I want your feedback on this. I'm thinking about starting an Instagram page called Throwing Shades, which is about how I style outfits around sunglasses and other accessories, and it'll probably just include fun earrings, sunglasses, head wraps, other outfits, maybe some cute handbags. My shoe game is not what I want it to be, but I'm also really trying to lessen my experience of consumerism, and so consequently I don't know how I'm going to get up on my shoe game in the way that I need to, and also be less of a consumer. So these are things I think about, but here's the thing that I'm actually here to talk to you about today, that's in my ruminations. It's been in my ruminations for a while, and I'm just now sort of getting to the video about it. Yo, don't let these social media platforms have you miss your blessing by ascribing to the life path of other people. And this somewhat has to do with astrology stuff, but even more than that, one of the things that I found myself doing, right? I follow a lot of really smart, brilliant, astute human beings, right? Who have great analysis on all manner of things. But all analysis isn't applicable to everybody, right? It's all information that you should receive and sit with and process, but it's not everybody's path, that comes into being as a result of their particular analysis is not necessarily the same path for everybody, right? So the information may be 100% truth and applicable, and will not apply to your life in the same way that it applies to someone else's. And I think that is so important. I think one of the things we see a lot on Instagram is, right, like the importance of sort of decentering, sort of dominant groups, or decentering whiteness, or decentering whatever paradigm of privilege exists. 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. And the way that will look in someone's life may be different than the way that it'll look in someone else's, right? So decentering whiteness doesn't necessarily mean if you have white people in your life, it's just time to defriend all of them, right? It's time to get rid of white people because you got white people in your life and you decentering whiteness. It does not necessarily mean that. What it may mean is to be an inquiry. If you find that you have more white people in your life than you have people of color, might be a time to be an inquiry about what has led to that, right? Because maybe that has been about the centering of whiteness in your life. It may mean that places where you put your energy get shifted and you redirect that energy. It might mean that. Absolutely. So I just say all of that to say that, look for the application of an analysis that is appropriate for your life, and not for the life of the Instagram guru that you've been following, right? Otherwise, you'll be messed up out in these streets. Another one of the things that I find myself having to come back from a lot, and this is true of Instagram, is, I've heard people talk about it in terms of following Instagram beauty models and things like that, and the way the Instagram will have, people looking perfect and their lives looking perfect, et cetera, et cetera. I think the same thing is true for people who follow social justice folks, right? Is that you can easily start to, ascribe things to those folks that are not necessarily true, right? That they have a perfect analysis, that, they're so much further ahead than you are, that they're, that everything that they say is absolutely what needs to be happening in your life, or you're failing. We use the same sorts of models, the model of comparison, the model of hierarchy, the model of, in-group, out-group. We use those same models that exist in dominant, oppressive culture, and we replicate them in the spaces where we say we're trying to get free. And so I need us to be mindful. I need to be mindful. I need us as a collective to be mindful of when we are reifying those dominant paradigms, and how do we interrupt that. So, for example, just because somebody's analysis is spot on in one area doesn't mean that it's spot on across the board. Doesn't mean that it's the right thing for you to be following. Doesn't, get some nuance with these people. Stop looking for the next person to be the social justice messiah. We're always just constantly looking for somebody who's going to be unimpeachable in character, unimpeachable in perspective, unimpeachable in wokeness. And that is the reification of the way an oppressive society works, right? There's somebody at the top who knows more than all you do, and that's who you should abdicate your power to. Stop doing that. Stop looking at people on social media like they are smarter than you, better than you, anything more or less than you. They're humans like you, and some of them, including me, sometimes have things that feel really resonant for your spirit and are perfect for your journey, and sometimes they'll have something that is not for you. It's not for you. And sometimes they'll say some shit that's dead ass wrong. I am certain if you flip through these videos, maybe not the recent ones, if you flip through the words I have shared over the years as I have shared them, you will find some wrong shit, because I am not an unimpeachable character, nor are you, nor are any of the people that you follow. So I just really invite us to get some nuance about the ways in which we engage with people on social media, what we take from it for our journey, and what we ascribe to it that is actually just reifying systems that we would like to get rid of. So let's all commit to stop doing that. Let's commit to letting people with followings be human. Let's stop looking for how we can place ourselves in a hierarchy in some sort of social justice woke Olympics. That's whack. All right, bye.